What is up, Bills Mafia? Ha ha! Yeah! We have 140 days to go until the Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 57, and this channel is going to document every single day leading up to that amazing moment with a video. Got at least one fella on board here. I believe it's Kobe. What's up, Kobe? Great to have you around for this one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna jump on the stream here just for a few minutes. I am going over to a friend's house to watch the game, but you know what? I need to get a video in today, and I thought, you know what? The heck? Why not? Let's just go live real quick. Talk about the game coming up against the 2-0 Miami Dolphins. And I have a broader, bigger, more important take that I want to share before I leave here. And if it's Bob that's on, I just want to say hello. It's time, baby. It's time. So a lot of us will be glued to our sets here, our streaming devices, whatever, for the next 4 hours. All right, Bob, it is you, buddy. Going to be a tough one on defense today. Get to that in a sec. I'm not so sure that it's going to be necessarily that tough, but you know, I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'll go over a few things. We've all dissected everything that has happened. I mean, a lot of stuff has been hitting the fan over the last 48 hours. I mean, losing Micah Hyde. I mean, obviously that's gonna be a tough one to make up for. He's got some big shoes to fill, but more disappointing than that is the fact that Micah Hyde is, one of the faces of the Buffalo Bills that has really become iconic here in Buffalo since he came over from Green Bay. It's going to be disappointing not to have him in there. I mean, you got to feel for the guy. This is a Super Bowl season. He knows it. And now he's got to watch from the sidelines. And that just stinks. 100% just stinks. And he and Jordan Poyer, I mean, those guys are buds, so it's got to be hurting Jordan Poyer too. And I think Jordan Poyer's out today too, which we're going to transition now into what we're dealing with going into this game. So many players out on the defense. Obviously, we were without Trey White already. Now we're without Micah Hyde, without Jordan Poyer, from what I understand, without Ed Oliver, without Jordan Phillips, and Settle may or may not play today. I heard on the radio that he was out there for pregame warm-up, so I think that might mean he's playing. But definitely not ideal for the Bills on defense. And everybody's scared because the Miami Dolphins and to a T put up so many points and so many yards against the Ravens last week. So a lot of us Bills fans are wondering where it's going to come from, where the defense is going to come from. And I've got a couple quick takes here and see if you agree, disagree. Number one, we're bringing in a bunch of rookies, and I understand there's a drop-off. Indeed, you're going to have guys coming in that have very little to no game experience, right? Especially up against two top receivers like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Got it. But here's something to keep in mind. A couple things. Number one, they're in the NFL. Okay, these guys are not chopped liver, right? It's not like Buffalo scrambled and, Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane drove down transit from Lockport down to Orchard Park, stopping along the way, trying to find people that they thought could play football. It's not like they went to a internet website, match.com, playermatch.com, to see if they could find some players to bring in to play in this game. These guys have years of experience playing football at very high levels. And they made it to the NFL. They made it to the NFL because they're good enough to play in the NFL. So Kaiir Elam and Christian Benford, they've already shown they can play. I have not really heard Kaiir Elam's name called hardly at all in any of these games, which at the cornerback position is a good thing. To not hear, well, Kaiir blew that coverage. Kaiir got beat on that play. Kair's played solid football his first couple of weeks in the NFL. Christian Benford may be even playing better. So that's one thing to consider. These guys that are coming in, is there a drop-off? Yeah, I'll argue there's a bit of a drop-off. How much of a drop-off? Probably not much. And honestly, a good measuring stick of that is Vegas lines. The Vegas line really hasn't changed. With all the injuries that Buffalo is dealing with right now in defense, the Vegas line is still the same. So Vegas isn't worried that Buffalo isn't going to suddenly be able to cover their spread. So why should we? Not to put everything in, and not to put all your eggs in one basket with Vegas, because Vegas, they get it wrong too. But so that's my first point about who's coming in to play for Dane Jackson. And, of course, Trey White is already out. And playing at the safety position, I guess it's going to be Teron Johnson. And we've been raving about Teron for a while. I think he has been poised for this moment in his career, which he's already come in and proven himself steady Eddie. So Teron Johnson is nothing to sneeze at either. I know what you guys are saying. Yeah, but they're playing against Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Mike Gesicki. Got it. It's a challenge. It's going to be a true test of their mettle to see if they have what it takes in the big games. And we might see one of them, both of them, all of them have their moments that aren't so spectacular in this game. But this is what I think. I think we're going to see more spectacular moments from these guys in this game than not. And one of the big reasons is for the reason that Bob, my friend, if you're still there, that our defensive line should carry the defense, and that Tua is in for a beating today. That's the take. One of the takes that I have, one of the top takes that I have, is that I really expect Tua to have to play way above his level to have a shot at beating the Bills today. He'll get a few, I am sure. Tyreek Hill will get his yards. Jalen Waddle will get his yards. Maybe. I would bet on it that the two of them will get, a fair amount of production today. But I don't really think we're going to be the Baltimore Ravens part 2 in this game. Come on now. Buffalo's defensive units they're too strong even with backups in there. So that's kind of two of my takes already. Number one, we got guys coming in that know how to play football. They made it to the NFL. They're going to step up. My second take is what Bob said. Our defensive line is going to get after it. They're going to get to Tua a lot. And I don't think the dude's going to be able to handle the pass rush at all, whether we just rush 4 or we blitz. I personally would love to see the Bills blitz a little bit more today, because I don't think Tua is going to be able to think quick enough after the snap, seeing a blitz coming, to be able to complete the pass. We'll see. They might not have to blitz. I have a bet with somebody that the Bills will blitz 6 times or more today. That's my guess on their game plan. So there's a couple takes right there. Here's a third take that I have, and then I'm going to get to the biggest take of all, and then I'm going to get going to my buddy's house to watch the game. And that is, take number 3 is a lot of these are the games, these are the moments where these guys who are spectacular athletes finally get a chance, and they perform so well they become the new stars of the team. on defense, on offense, whatever. They step in, and a lot of us fans are wondering, well, why was this guy on, why was this guy on the bench for a whole season last year? This guy is spectacular. So that's another thing that we might see today that'll make us feel so much better about, the guys that are coming in to replace our starters. Sometimes starters lose their jobs when they get injured. I mean, you often hear that guys shouldn't lose their starting positions based on an injury, but Buffalo all the way this time, Gary. Yes, sir, Colin. Buffalo all the way. So that is my third take. My fourth take and most important take, and this is what I want to leave with anybody that might be catching this stream after it airs. It's only been on for 10 minutes. It's only going to be on for about another 5. This is one of these games that not only test Buffalo, their coaching staff, which is a whole nother take. I think Buffalo had the right game plan in place for Tua. But not only is this game a true test of the Bills, their coaching staff, their players, their backups, what type of team this has character-wise, this is a test for us Buffalo Bills fans. Because this is at the moment in time where in the past we see what's happening with the Bills when it comes to the injuries. And we say to ourselves, oh no, it's the Buffalo curse. It's the Buffalo curse. The curse is coming to get us. And that's where our mindset starts to crumble. And we say, oh no, it's happening again. I used to do it all the time myself. Here comes the letdown. This is where us Buffalo Bills fans have to finally say, enough! Enough with thinking somehow, some way, the house is going to catch on fire and burn to the ground. I'm here to tell you this team is too good for any curse, for any jinx. I say all the time this team is unjinxable. And for those people that get on my stream or watch my videos and say, stop talking about the Bills winning the Super Bowl, you're going to jinx us. I'm telling you right now, you're the problem. Because the Bills are unjinxable. But as a fan base, our collective mindset is somehow, some way ingrained in this thought that we can't do it. And that, I think, has like the energy, the negative energy, like transcends to the team. And somehow, some way, they pick up on it. And I honestly believe that we always have these t-shirts, right? That we see everywhere. Believe. But so many of us don't. So many of us are going into this game saying, oh, we have all these injuries. And I don't know if we're going to be able to handle Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Oh, we're going to be in trouble if... Stop it! We're going to handle the Dolphins today. You have no idea how pumped up I am about seeing Buffalo not only pull this game out in Miami. We're not pulling it out. We're ripping it out. We're waltzing down there. We're busting down the doors. We're going to blow this team out. And that's the mindset we got to have as Bills fans. We're going in there and we're blowing out the Dolphins. How quickly we forget about how Josh Allen is the Dolphins' daddy. How quickly do we forget that Josh Allen owns the Dolphins? He has a pet dolphin on a leash. And dolphins don't do well outside of the water. And Josh Allen drags that damn dolphin down the street, kicking and screaming. Can a dolphin kick and scream? I think so. And that's what Josh Allen does to the Dolphins. So if you're worried about a couple injuries on the defensive side of the ball, meaning the difference between Buffalo blowing out the Dolphins today or losing, you need to move on. You need to jump off my stream, go hide in your little bedroom in the corner, get your Buffalo Bills rosary beads out, rub them and hope that they win because that's all you got. I'm not like that anymore. I used to be like that. It's Sunday. I went to church, got some inspiration there, and now I guess I'm sounding like a preacher. Did you see my video? My hype video for the season? If you haven't, watch it. The thumbnail says this year. This year. Just look for the thumbnail that says this year. If you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you have seen it and you have any kind of doubt about today or the rest of the season with these injuries, watch it again. No longer do we hope the Bills will win the Super Bowl. This year, we know the Bills will win the Super Bowl. It's happening this season. Now, I realize that the adage, any given Sunday, rings true. So could the Dolphins win today? Sure, of course. It's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. The Buffalo Bills are going to blast the Dolphins out of Miami today. And don't be nervous, Dwayne Bennett. That is not how you win championships. You do not win championships all nervous. You win championships knowing you're going to win. The Buffalo Bills are going to blow out the Dolphins today by at least 20. I got to get going. I'm going to friend's house to watch the game. I will not be live streaming the game live today, like, a live reaction. But I'll be on tonight to talk about our amazing victory. Okay? So get ready for it. Hope you join me. In the meantime, here's something for you to enjoy. Get you pumped up right here, right now. See you later or tomorrow. One of the two.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Come on, come on.
Say you will.
Come on and shout.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now.
Shout.
We're on the move now.
Shout.
The Bills are happening now.
Shout.
They're making it happen now.
Shout.
We got the spirit,
Shout.
a lot of spirit, yeah.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo.
The Bills make me wanna
Shout.
throw your head back and
Shout.
throw your hands up and
Shout.
kick your heels up and
Shout.
come on now. The Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Say you will.
Shout it right now, baby.
Say you will.
Yeah.
Shout.
Buffalo's happening now.
Shout.
We're on the move now.
Shout.
The Bills are happening now.
Shout.
They're making it happen now.
Shout.
We got the spirit,
Shout.
a lot of spirit, yeah.
Shout.
We got the spirit.
Shout.
Just watch it happen now. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. wanna shout.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.